Well, that's intimidating. I hit clear and fill, and, so it's all filled in for now, although I'm sure I'll fix some of it. Judgment! Flee to the outer regions of the Empire and find the one who waits. Imperial pursuit. The Empire has released the garrison. They will advance between encounters and after combat. What? Release the garrison. I believe the garrison refers to troops that are, like, in the garrison, like they're out to get you. Between encounters and after combat. Between encounters is literally every time I take a step, and after combat would be also fairly common. Huh. Wanted. The price on your head will spur the most common foe to claim it. All basic enemies are brimstone. What? All basic enemies are brimstone, I get that part. They're saying that all of the they seem to be saying that all enemies, period, are gonna be like glowy, fiery, evil monsters, so that they're gonna be tougher. The price in your head will spur the most common foe to claim it. Do enemies have quantities in this game to make one of them common or not? I don't know what that means. Does it mean that the most generic unit on the board will be especially motivated to kill you, maybe? Vast Empire. Your journey across the Empire will be long. Prepare for combat against corrupted Empire thieves, Northerners, and undead. Okay, so all the enemy types. Good to know. I could pretty much take the game at its word at that point with its weapon types if it has to be all-purpose. That's terrifying. But I'm fairly sure I won't. Because this game somehow is always convinced that it's gonna just like not draw a platinum card. It's like, are you crazy? Are you insane? Not any of the platinum cards? If you defeat thieves, you get stronger. Don't know about that one necessarily, but there's other shit I want. Wreath Desire's not bad. Hunter's Blades. There's so many options. Oh my goodness, the cards! This game has so many cards. I think I'm gonna bring a Decius Charm and Lionheart.
You like that one, don't you?
Specifically because a Decius Charm is, it's good for a long run, and they said it was gonna be a long run. Reaper's Arrow, Death's Touch. Ignores armor, does 200 damage. Does 250 damage to brimstone enemies. I mean, it'd be good for a brimstone boss, or just really any brimstone in general. I'd presumably want to use it on a big bad. This, oh man, it's sitting at the Knight's Helm. I don't even know what that is. It's a helm though, and it's platinum. Let's grab it. What could go wrong? Let's go through the rings. Tiger's Eye is fantastic. Thieves' Folly sucks. Sacrificial Bond's pretty alright. Ring of the Feast is the one where we get food. If it's a long run, I'm gonna want blessings, so I should put cards in my deck that give me blessings, so putting that in would not be a terrible idea. Perhaps. Ring of Defense, Ring of Concentration, there's a Gambit one. I don't know if I should even be expecting Gambits necessarily. I don't know. This nudges the wheel. And rings aren't terrible. If I just have all-purpose, like, I'm strong gear, that might be the way to go, because I can't really get a full specialized set of equipment against every enemy type. Like, having a couple options for weapons might be nice, but oftentimes I can make one weapon just kind of work, frankly. Undead or weaker is pretty lame. This is a pretty good ring. Getting a billion rings generally is pretty alright. This gives you max life for what? +2 max life after every combat against thieves or corrupted. That's pretty good considering that's like 2 of the enemy types. Oof. A helm that already has decent defense and also will keep giving me max life over and over again. If this is a really long fight, a really long level, that could really help me in the long run. Although Frontier Barbet is good for map reveal always. Map reveal is good for like every scenario, except that one with the corrupted where map reveal is useless because you're building the map as you go. By the way, to this day, I don't understand why that scenario works that way. It's a grid of cards, but you have to reveal them one by one by placing them. Like, why would map? I don't understand why it wouldn't just be a map reveal, like by just a bunch of face-down cards you flip over. There's no, that's how every other scenario in the entire game works that's like that, and there's no real explanation given for why that one's special or weird. And to this day, I still don't understand why it's treated so differently. Ooh. Gain cards for blessings. Oof, but it makes you very vulnerable to fire. Makes you slow. This dispels a curse, which would be great, because I don't know if I should expect that. 20 defense and it's a medium armor. It's pretty great. I'll go for that, just because I think I need to be prepped for... It'd be great to just not have to deal with any curses. If I could dispel a curse, it'd be great, because... curses would add up terribly in this scenario. Because whatever the consequence is, you could be dealing with it for a very long time. I have so many trinkets, oh my goodness. I would say my go-to favorite is to have a shield and a weapon. Both because the shield can have good effects and because of the, Sword and Shield lets you do the parries and everything, but also have the proper defense and don't have to deal with the weirdness that is, where's the Exquisite Blade? The weirdness that is the, blades, the dual blades, that feels weird for me all the time. This makes blocking hurt corrupted. That's just so not interesting. Because corrupted are so easy. Bonus damage against them. Thieves do less damage. Bash does additional damage to armor. Not bad for being able to just get through their armor faster, but there's some cool shields that have basically have like outside of combat effect, right? Every third step does not consume food is pretty good. Gold is added to a random encounter at the start of each new map. That's pretty alright too. Reveal 2 random cards at the beginning of each map. That's also pretty fantastic. I might bring them both. Consuming less food is pretty good. But I want this one so I can switch to it at the beginning of each floor just to reveal 2 of the things. If I get the option. I think that'd be pretty fantastic. Let's pick a nice one-handed weapon to use. Maybe even throw in a couple of them just because I don't know when I'll draw them. Type weapon. Right, that's all they give me. The grand total of classification this game gives you is that you can sort by weapon. Great. Not like one-handed weapon and daggers and mace as 3 categories? No. That'd make too much sense. And they mix them up. Look at this, it's a mace, it's a one-handed sword, it's daggers, it's basically daggers, one-handed sword, daggers, mace, mace, I mean, you know, heavy, I mean, these should be, you should be able to sort these, that's incredibly bizarre. Bonus damage to Empire and ranged enemies, ignores defense. That's not bad, ranged enemies includes a lot of other enemies that are not Empire. Doing bonus damage would be good. It's a decently damaging weapon to begin with. I do like Archer's Bane. It's alright. So many damn weapons in this game. That is bonus damage to Corrupted. Riposte causes damage to armor. But the most common riposte target doesn't have armor usually. So it lights on fire and does some damage to dudes. Yeah, I'm just gonna bring along, Archer's Bane. Maybe I'll bring some more rings or something? I don't know. Maybe some Gambit helms. Just in case. Jesus. Oh, I might... No, I'm in the sort by all. There's so many cards to get lost in. Would definitely bring more artifact, I'd bring more artifacts that can be used in camp if there were more, but I don't think there are more. Armor of Gluttony can become a fantastic armor if I have tons of food, which I might. Belvin's Favor is an anti-wheel item. Brimstone. Oh, draw a gain card when you completed a Brimstone encounter. I should bring that. I don't know what that means. If every normal enemy is a Brimstone enemy, does that mean that I get a gain card every time I fight them if I bring that with me? How would you know? I don't know. That's freaky. I'm just gonna bring it in case, and then that's a good anti drawn card one. That's a way of getting a weapon if you nail it, which I generally do. This is a blessing one. This is lose max health. I'd rather not in a long run. I don't like Gnomish Exchange. Helper Plague I'm not crazy about. Fine with that. Fame check for the armory. You do like that one, don't you? I have no idea what Knight's Sword is. Should I really risk that on this run? I don't like the Alchemist one because I mess it up all the time. And it's just like a moot point with how often I completely mess it up. Scouting Party is good for revealing map. This is a bad time to learn about new encounters. The Underneath. That is not the one Ryu. That's not the Goblin Town. Upgrade defense at the blacksmith? Sure. I'll take that. I need to pick 3 platinum cards. Elder's Gift is fantastic because you gain fame and a platinum card. Merchant's Favor is pretty good. St. Talos Day is pretty good. Just get decked out with equipment or go for Goblin Town for gold. I'll do these two. Let's see, special blessings. The Fairy Ring. You trade food for blessing. This is you trade blessing for max life. No thank you. Purgatory is kind of an either or. I'll do Field of Fey. Don't remember Cunning Man. There's so many variables involved with him if I remember correctly. I think I'll stop here. What would be fantastic is if this game gave you categories for each card and that summarized your current deck by type. So you could see how many cards in your deck currently give you food, for example. 'Cause it's a little hard to keep track when there's this many cards. Let's see, I have some equipment gain cards. I'm gonna avoid illicit trade, I think. Return to Rumstock's alright. Thomas the Ogre. That's not one you want to leave out. That could be 3 pieces of equipment right there. Yeah, I've got a decent number of equipment gain cards right now. I've got blessing gain cards. Let's do resource gain. Food, probably. One Drunken Night is kind of just a free, get a handful of things, and maybe you'll take like 10 damage when I screw up. Waterfall of Youth is alright. It's pretty alright, especially if I get the thing that helps me every floor. That's a good endurance run card. Let's go with this deck. The deck preparation is taking longer each time because now the number of cards that let me take with me are so big. Actually, why do they keep wanting me to take 2 hammers? Let's see. I need to kill skeletons with this. I'm halfway there, but I don't know if I should expect them in this one. It's not a good time to find out what soul gem means. Battered helm. It's just a helm with 4 defense. Not sure that's really ultimately worth it as much. The buckler gives you +1 to weapon charge when fighting, which is pretty great. Merchant's ring reveals shops. Not a bad long-term one. Let's do Fate's Path. Maybe Merchant's ring. How many swords do I have? Let's get food, maybe? I don't know how much trouble I'll be in early on. I think I'll just take the buckler. The buckler is a decent starting shield just because it gives you the +1 weapon charge, which I like. I'm gonna die.
A final step, and with it judgment. We must face the consequences of the things we have done if we are to ever find our worth. And so you come closer with every moment to the beginning of our story.
Alright, time to try to decode what I'm looking at right now on the screen. On the run. Warning bells ring out across the city. That was too easy, Estrella says as you and your companion scramble down the spiraling staircase to the palace armory. Did nobody else hear the disembodied voice? Far from being unsettled, Ariadne looked excited. The caravan, Malaclips shouts to you all. We must get to the caravan. I know where it is. The marigold fields, beyond the swamps and mountains, on the outskirts of the Empire. Oh shit, I start with 15 fame. It makes sense because I just killed the Emperor, although the nature of fame in this game is kind of nonsensical across the board. That makes unimpressed farmer really really tempting, because it significantly increases the chance you'll have enough fame for him when you reach him. Damn. They will come for us, Kolbjorn mumbles. We are at its heart. We have killed their emperor. You burst through the armory doors. The walls are laden with an array of equipment collected by the Empire across the century. Ariadne tosses you some gear. The dealer equips you with an equipment card of each available type. Deal your equipment in the inventory. I'm just starting with a... Oh my god. That's not common. Okay. I mean, that's important to know about. I'm probably gonna restart now based on this new information, honestly. I have 3 shields right now? God damn. Well, you always have a wooden shield and I start with a buckler. Yeah, if you know that you're gonna start with a freaking... Man. Starting with an equipment of each category means that it really matters what you have in the deck. And if you only have one of a particular category, that means you're gonna start with it, period. Oh my goodness. I started with... I don't know what does this thing do? Each piece of equipped equipment that offers defense gains +2 defense, excludes rusty equipment. Ability glory. Gain +1 fame if your weapon or artifact ability is used 3 times in a single combat. Weapon abilities are used constantly, so that's pretty good. A lot of fame. But I need 20 fame to even use it. Admittedly, we're almost there. Ah, that's interesting. I mean, I think I'll keep going, but... Yeah, it's really important to know that if you have a particular slot of equipment, you're just going to automatically equip it. Especially if you only have one. Like, I think I only brought 1 piece of armor, so I just have it. Interesting. Alright. About that. Well, I could use up Odysseus' charm early, and then, just have a lot more food. I probably should have brought it. Yeah, if I do this again, I'll bring exploding doodads. I should have brought that. There's so many cards to think about at this point. That will have to do, Estrella says. There's no time to lose if we are to reach this caravan. Our first obstacle is to get out of the Imperial City, and fast. Escape the Empire and flee the city. Keep all companions alive. Hard choices to face on the road ahead, Kolbjorn says solemnly, staring out the small armory window. We may not all survive what we have started. We knew the risks, Estrella replies. I, for one, stand by my choices. Ensure all companions escape alive. I would I would guess that I think this is the last scenario before the grand finale. And I think the grand finale takes place now in modern day with the dealer, because I think that's what we're going towards in this wagon this whole time. Oh, we're going for the caravan. Because, yeah, this whole game we're in the caravan, and we're going towards the final mission. So this is the last mission that takes place in the past. And so when it says keep all companions alive, I think that's genuinely, like, that affects the future. Like, I think if a companion dies during this mission, then they won't be available during the final mission. They might be available if you go backwards to previous missions, but I think they'll be gone for the next one as a result. But, yes, you want to gold everything. We're basically doing I think we're doing a mission that determines which people are currently in this caravan with us, basically. I think fleeing is the silver and is the victory, and companions is the gold.
Life or death.
If we're to escape the city, we're going to have to rough the borough, the city's rotten back streets, and we'd best split up. She turns to you. Who would you have by your side? Always Malaclips, because he gets to be alive when bad things happen. Until I get evidence of bad. You know what? Let's bring Colburn, actually. I want Malaclips for the bubble, but dice is a game changer sometimes. And I don't have any dice cards yet, so having him is helpful. Colbjorn joins you. Very well, Estrella says. We should meet at nightfall. We can regroup and coordinate from there. Companions can be swapped to camp. Begin your escape. Now remember, Estrella calls after you as you leave. We escape through the city gates on the other side of the city. We'll need to find a way past the wall of the inner district. Estrella looks to Ariadne and adds, and the Empire patrols, they outnumber us greatly. We cannot hope to defeat them. Avoid them at all costs. City limits. So that's the ending, and it's clearly a Brimstone card. Alright. Where are the Empire patrols? Are tokens going to show up? There they are. There they are. Plague. A wounded peasant runs stumbling down the street, chased by a horde of corrupted. That's just straight up a monster from the previous, from the corrupted mission. You can fight them or try to escape. He falls at your feet and begins to twitch. The blood from his wounds boils and blackens. Fight. You ready your weapon. But they did say that they move between encounters and after fights. I think that means that they might move after this fight. They might move again, which is a problem. That's a lot of brimstone.
I have told you.
I don't know what's wrong with me right now. Okay, this might be a waste of Odysseus' charm at this rate. Oh, damn it. I'm not responding in time. God damn it. What's wrong with me? It was a mistake to use Odysseus' charm. They take so long to kill. Although apparently I'm just gonna have to deal with... I'm apparently just gonna have to deal with Brimstone constantly. Wow. Brimstone enemies are just a fucking chore to fight. They take 5 years to kill. These ones don't even fight back. Oh my god. I mean, at this point, combat is just aggressively not fun. If it takes like 500 hits to kill a dude. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, they take absolutely forever to die. And for corrupted, that's extra tedious because they don't actually fight back most of the time. I say with half my health gone because I don't even know what was wrong with me here. With the horde defeated, the townsfolk rushed to tend the peasants. They are grateful for your protection.
Here we see yet another wheel, each different, yet each bearing their own similarities.
Got some food.
Let's see what you do with that, given your position.
A farmer offers you fruit from his stall and thanks. 15 food, that's fantastic. You proceed through the streets with caution. Let's take a look real quick. Trade. Buy equipment. The Mask of Holy Fortunes. Avoid bad cards. Kind of worth it. Let's sell... Where is it? Yeah, Golden Shield. And stock up. At this point, I should try to deal with my bad. Man, I did a terrible job during that fight. I'm feeling slightly foggy at the moment, I guess. But I don't know why. Alright, so this is scary, because he did move after the fight. So like if I move here, normally I'd be safe, because they can only move one tile. But if it's a fight, he might move afterwards directly into me, which is a problem. So constant corrupted. There's a reward for it, but I also might get ambushed and killed. Let's do a retreat. Oh, and it pushed me backwards. Damn it. Oh, he's on my tail. I don't know which way he's gonna go necessarily. Okay, let's do this one. It should be safe to attack this one. What the fuck?
Do not move too quickly, for haste breeds only failure.
What? It's so much faster than ever before. I lose Kolbjorn for 3 turns. No. Oh my god. I didn't even know there was a faster speed like this. This is the worst. Oh no. Yeah, I'm not going for gold at that speed. Are you crazy?
From here.
Ah. That's good. That's good. They got rid of the Brimstone card. I lost Kolbjorn, which sucks, but they got rid of the Brimstone card. And one of them is the big doofy boss fight, and the other ones are the slow guys. So it's all the slow guys together, the ones you beat armor off of. So it's just a whole fight where I just slowly dodge red attacks. Oh no. Get out. Smack, smack, smack. Oh yeah, this will take a little while because I have to do the whole cycle. Yep. Don't dodge too early. Danger, danger. This sounds so negative, because it kind of is, but I think sometimes I space out during combat and, like, start making mistakes because of how monotonous it's gotten. Like, it's just the same fights over and over again, forever. Yeah, I can wear this now. Yes. So now all of my gear gives me two more defense, as long as it's not rusty. With the horde decimated, you continue your escape through the burrow. Alright, I'm free now. He can't catch me this turn.
The rich and powerful.
The palace armory.
The poor and
I'll pay 10 gold.
never see.
The elusive charm. Draw again. That thing's crap. Imperial helm. It's unlikely that the next thing might be cheaper, which would suck, but I have a pretty good helm already. Draw again. Sacrificial bond. What? That's worth 14? I want that. That's 2 for 2 now, where they draw the thing I want, and the thing I want is apparently the cheap thing that I'm not supposed to want. I'm like, oh, damn it. It says keep all companions alive, and it says that we cannot face the patrolling guards. So I'm a little freaked out. Because if I go left, he might go... I don't know, he's never gone that way, though.
Every step before you is filled with enemies. If you are to reach me, you must shake them all free.
Corrupted horde. You find your companions taking cover in an alley across from the gates to the outer district. It's infected, Estrella explains. The commotion of the guards has incited them. They've gathered here, blocking the gateway to the outer district. It's the only way out of the city. You peek around the corner. Fuck. I'm like, oh my god, a 4-card fight, and then it kept going for 4 more cards. An 8-card fight where 2 of them are brimstone. I get all of my allies, right? I mean, no, this has to be one of those scenarios like Malaclipse's finale, where I'm doing things that, like, cause certain enemies to come and go. Oh shit, Colbjorn's still out of commission. This doesn't look good, Malaclipse says. We'll stir up the hornet's nest if we try to get past them. I say we run like cowards. We should head forward, Estrella explains. It's only a matter of time before we're found by the Empire, and this is the only way beyond the wall. You feel a gentle tug on the corner of your sleeve. You turn to face a small, wizened goblin, a pronounced frown wrinkling his face. Gerald knows a way, he mutters. The catacombs. Where, I assume that just went on the table below, back there somewhere. It's like an alternate path. Below the city, there's a path, home to a king from an age past. The Empire has forgotten. Meet Gerald there. And with that, he turns and disappears down the alleyway, looking back sullenly at you. He's muttering and he's looking sad, and he's helping us after coming out of nowhere. It feels like he knows something that we know, that we don't know, and he might even be screwing us or dooming us by if we follow him. What a crotchety little thing, Ariadne chuckles. I don't trust it. We should fight and make a break for the city gates. I'd trust a goblin over a horde of infected, Malaclipse notes, turning to you. I thought he seemed nice and incredibly trustworthy. Let's retreat because there's 8 blight guards. What the fuck? You split up once again and fall back to the burrows. There's the catacombs card. This doesn't use food, so I'm gonna keep just walking around randomly just to stay away from that card.
This is a place of death. You should be comfortable here.
Whatever this is, it apparently does not take me to the next floor because it has not revealed the floor when I stepped on it. It must just take me past the wall, and I'll still be on the same floor. You meet with the bad-tempered goblin and glances furtively around. They are looking for you. If you don't want to die, you should hurry. Can I ask for information? Catacombs exit. It goes over there, apparently. Neat. The catacombs lead under the wall of the inner bailey. Gerald will show you for a price. He eyes your equipment. What part of my equipment has to be shown the catacombs? Gerald was sent to help you. The goblin mutters irritably. Gerald did not agree to do it for free, though. In a flash, the ancient goblin snatches your belongings. What? It's kind of alright. I have a lot of food right now, and if they're gonna be full of brimstone cards, it'll be hard for me to even get food that way. Alright, well. No. Stop that. Stop that. Damn it. I can't stop him. He looks them over. He looks them over his stubby little hands. Whoopsie. It will do. Oh, my knight's helm. I mean, I might be able to get it again via the gain cards because it'll go back in the deck, so it's not that big of a deal. But, yeah. Why couldn't you take my sword? Trade something else. It probably gets worse if you do trade something else. Ask why he's helping. Gerald was ordered to. The goblin looks positively sulky about it. Fine. I'm afraid to do trade something else because I think it might get worse. You follow Gerald to an open sewer grate by an abandoned hospice. Then, quite out of nowhere, he presses a flaming torch into your hands before pointing into the darkness. The dealer discards 2 equipment cards. The torchlight flickers on the wet stone as you crouch and crawl through the tunnel. Then, quite out of nowhere, the tunnel opens up. You can breathe again. Light flickers in weakly from cracks in the ceiling to reveal a cavern with a smell of old death. The catacombs. Oh hey, there's skeletons in this fight. That's not so bad, but I'm not as prepped for them. Suddenly there's a rattle and a sound of metal in the darkness coming towards you. You've been ambushed. Tough shit. I don't have Colbjorn, do I? I haven't taken enough steps yet, have I? They'll be all alone against these pesky foes. Wait. What? 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 They're mixing the trap level with the enemy level. It's like I talked about. They suddenly remembered they could do that if they wanted to. Anyway, bye-bye. Thanks for tripping all those traps back there. Oh, I can't go. Can I go further? I can go further. I don't even have to fight them. Get my food. Ow. Okay. Okay. Ah. Ow. No, this is really awkward. I'm trying to run. Let me turn the camera, damn it. I want to see where I'm going. I can't see the traps. Fuck. Okay, well, I think it's reasonable to mix traps into the actual combat levels, but there's a reason why the combat levels are so small normally. Because moving at that... trying to move down those hallways while enemies are attacking you, while traps might be ahead of you, like, with no camera control, is a nightmare. Like, I have the chef's ring, though, so I get really good food healing, so I'm not super... that's actually one of the things that pushed me to not... I'm correct about that, right? Yeah, that's one of the things that pushed me to not start over, was that that's such a good RNG that I got the chef's ring out of all of them. Because that's 10 health from every step. That's so good for my recovery ability at no additional cost. At long last you emerge from the catacombs, much the worse for wear. You take a moment to breathe the fresh air. What's done is done. You continue your escape from the city. Plague. I'm gonna escape. Uh-oh. 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 Yeah! I'm so good at escaping, you guys. How do you huge success at escaping? Ducking through the alley, you managed to lose some of your pursuers. Only some? No! You ready? What? What? You click attempt to escape, and a huge success is that you fail to escape. What the fuck do you think success means, like, as a word? Alright. Oh well. I'm not concerned about the fight itself, obviously. My concern is that because I got in a fight, the enemies are going to be coming now, which is a problem. So I might get hit by the patrol because the game made me do a fight. Ah. Stabby, stabby. Here's hoping the patrol doesn't run directly into me because I feel like my ally might die in a heroic sacrifice or something if they do. And then I fail. Ah, he went the other way. Great. The horde defeated, you proceed with caution. This is scary though. Like this here is scary. Every single time I take a step, he takes a step. But I have to walk right by him. That's the only way. What is his movement pattern? Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Which way is he gonna go next? Okay. No.
Did you not consider that the Empire would stop at nothing to ensure you are found?
How do you avoid him? Like you're in a narrow hallway. He could always if the AI decided to get you, it will get you because you can't go past it. The Imperial soldiers surround you. Traitors of the Empire, the leader yells as they rush to attack. You've been ambushed. Is it just a fight? Is that all? They said we can't fight the Empire if they catch us, so I thought that they'd kill Kolbjorn or whatever ally you have with you. That was my worry. But now we're doing a fight? Like it's just a fight?
So be it.
Oopsie. Man, these guys are gonna take an incredibly long time to kill. Every single enemy has a shield. Ah, shit. This is gonna be it. Oh my goodness, I can't even tell which one's swinging at me. I'm just staring at the screen, in that like out of focus kind of way where you just are kind of trying to take in the whole screen at once with the hopes that I'll be able to tell where when a green happens somewhere on the screen and hopefully react accordingly because there's just so much. Coldborn. Ah, shit. Nah, damn it. They even can block your riposte. No, that's the... Damn it. I pressed Y. Nah. Stop blocking the riposte. At least give me that. Ah, I thought I rolled. God damn it. No. No, Dad, the game fucking lagged. It actually lagged. Come on. There are way more phalanx in this fight than I thought there was. I keep finding more of them when I think that they're gone. No! Ah! That was rough. I think I'm gonna have to do some manual heals. Armory gain. Ring of Feast, Archer's Bane. A better weapon would be nice. Specifically a bonus against Empire. Archer's Bane. Let's do it. Got some food. You make yourself scarce before reinforcements arrive. He disappears. Okay, so the stakes are way lower than I thought they'd be. Healing spirits is really less cool when you get 10 health per food. Its effects are severely diminished at that point. Let's sell off Exquisite. No. that was almost a mistake. I got my buckler. Got some rings. Healing Spirit. I don't have an Exploding Doodad, so it's useless to me, but I might be able to redraw it, which would technically give me a heal ability again. Just sell it off so it becomes so it's in the pool again. There's no equipment to buy. I could buy food, but I just don't need it. But for now, it's just let's have a pool of gold because I could use them for some of the scenarios. Oh, he's back already. Have I encountered a single card from my deck? Palace Armory is the one card from my deck I've seen so far. Okay, I wasn't sure for a second there. I'm like, is this entire deck just the plague until I escape or something? Okay, you need to go away. Okay, you need to go away. Go away. Hey, scouting party. Sure, reveal a card. Please be the one that's relevant. Oh, thanks. You revealed the thing I already knew. Why was that face down? Huh. That was already revealed to me as the player. They showed it to me, so why is it face down? Oh well, thanks for wasting my time. Yeah, that's a thing. And it's not a fight, so I'll be good. And I get the good thing. I get Potion of Youth and I get food. Yes. Get away from me, guard. Bad guard, go away. No. There we go. Past him. Oh, no. That was, Thomas the Ogre was up there. Damn it. My fear of the guard was what led me to kind of flee, because everywhere I went, he was like one tile away from catching me, and I didn't want to get into a fight. So I left as soon as I could. Damn it. That's a bummer.
What sets things in motion? Who and when? Do you know? All will be clear in time.
City limits. Bells continue to toll as a crowd of paupers and townsfolk fill the square leading out to the Imperial City. Guards block the way, checking all the wagons and persons trying to enter and leave. The people cry out in protest. Let us through! Let us through! But they are only met with a wall of shields blocking the gates. Estrella beckons to you and Colbjorn from the alley across the street. You press through the crowd, avoiding the guards, and join your companions. There are more soldiers here than we could ever hope to defeat, Estrella whispers, and they will only gain in numbers the longer we linger. Somebody must be sacrificed, Colbjorn mutters. Malclips laughs, his colorful hat bells jangling. Don't have to be so cheery about it. I vote we don't send me because I won't be enough of a distraction. Ariadne's blue eyes look worriedly between the two. Surely there's another way we can all escape. No. Colbjorn is right. It is the only way, Estrella says, turning to the group. Someone will have to draw the guards' attention for the others to escape. There's precious little time. Who will it be? What? Am I about to fail? Or is there a way to save them still? Am I about to fail, or is there a way to save them? I don't know. We'll see, I guess. It'll be very frustrating if I just instantly fail right now, just because it means that I was doomed, because there was no hint at how to succeed without blindly failing first. Goodbye, Ariadne. Goodbye. Ariadne waits for you all to get to the front of the crowd near the gate. Then clambers aloft a merchant's wagon in the center of the square. "Hello," she bellows. "Sorry for the interruption, but I killed the Emperor." The square falls silent, but for the ringing of bells in the distance. What the fuck? That's infuriating. Because there was zero warning. You just get there and instantly it's like, yeah, you lose. It's like, what system was there to... What mechanic was there to do to avoid that? It's like trial and error gameplay. It's a bummer. It's time-consuming trial and error at that. "Get her!" the guards shout, and with the guards distracted, your party sneaks out the gate and out of the city. You pause for a moment to look back, but Estrella grabs your arm. "We must keep moving. Ariadne failed to escape." Yay.
Do you even know what success requires here?
No, I don't. Don't make fun of me. It's exactly what I'm thinking about. You can only give Ariadne moments more thought before being rushed out to the city with a sea of peasants. And with that, you continue over the past with one less companion. I am very tempted to start over now based on the information that I have. The mood is somber as you set up camp at the edge of the marshes. Malaclips pours everybody a glass of wine that he has somehow procured from his cloaks. To Ariadne, flee the marshland. All the way over there. Out of the mud.